Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And yes, I have reached 100,000 subscribers. Now all the trolls and haters are going to be like, abandoned ship, getting back down to 99. Which is exactly why I waited till I was verified. So let me put on my +5 out of WeaponSmithing. Work on skill up my crafting a little bit and let's talk about this. Yeah guys, as funny as it is, I've been at 100,000 for a week. I've been here since last weekend. I didn't want to say anything till I've been verified, because once you're verified, once you get your check mark, once you go through the whole process and they get ready to send you your silver play button, it doesn't matter if you drop to 300 subscribers. Once YouTube has gone through and verified that you reached that number without appearing to have cheated, without having bought subscribers, because yes, that is actually part of their review process. They set it in stone, and even if your subscribers drop, you keep your check mark, you get to keep your silver play button, all of that. And I knew that there are just enough trolls out there who hate me so much that they would make it their life mission for the next month to get me back down into the 90s. Right, so that's what they would do. Let's be realistic here. That's exactly what they would do. And that's exactly what they're going to try to do. I bet you they're going to be trying to find ways to knock me down 500, 600 subscribers. It's exactly what they're going to do. Because people are weird. They get obsessed. But I'm there. It's verified. I've got the check. I'll be getting my silver play button. It's all set in stone. There's nothing they can do to stop that now. So, that being said, yeah, I pick up about 50 subscribers a day. So if people are curious how long it's taken me, what's been going on while my subscriber count has been hidden, obviously there was a big dislike campaign a couple years ago. I turned my things off. I got knocked down a little bit. And I just left it alone because, again, I've noticed that all the people who hated me were so obsessed over it that it's all they talked about in the comments. Oh, he lost another 100 subs today. So I just turned it off. And a lot of people have had no clue where I've been at. Where I was really at start of the year, I was at 90,000. Right, I was at right around 90,000, give or take 500, right around New Year. So basically over 7-8 months, I picked up another 10,000 subs. I only pick up about an average of 50 a day. So, you know, about 1,500 a month. That's what I gain. My channel grows slow. Yeah, it's been here for 5 years. Yes, I make a ton of videos. Yes, I get tons of views. But I'm not everybody's cup of tea, guys. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. Some people don't like my approach to things. Some people don't like my antics. Some people don't like my reputation. Some people maybe just find me cringy and awkward. And you know what? That's okay, because not everybody's going to be loved by everyone. And that's something all of you in life have to accept. And that's something I would say, if you're going to put yourself out there on the internet for other people to see, get ready. Because even though your friends and family and other people might love you, you're going to find out a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't, and not everybody can handle that sort of pressure. We saw that in the YouTube game with Vince Garza. He couldn't handle that pressure. When people like turned on him, he's like, whoa. And you see that a lot. Like, once you put yourself up here, guys, you better be ready to be torn apart. And if you can't handle that, do not try to make yourself any sort of figure on the internet at all. Don't do it. But yeah, contrary to the rumors and what people always say, my channel is not dying. Views are great. Money's good. Broke 100,000 subs. It's coming along. It's coming along. And you know what? I want to thank all of you out there who've been watching, who watch, who subscribe, you know, who've been loyal followers. You know, you've gotten me there. You've gotten me there. And, you know, some people aren't here even because they love me. Some people are here because they just think there's a train wreck to watch. Some people are here just so they can click the dislike button. But by and large, a lot of people are here because they either enjoy what I do, they either find me entertaining. And like I said, not everyone has the same sense of humor. Not everyone finds me entertaining. You might find me entertaining for different reasons. Some people find me informative, helpful. You know, it is what it is. And I appreciate the people who stuck around. Hell, I even appreciate the people who stick around, just hit the dislike button. You know what? I appreciate you guys too. You know why? Because you're giving me engagements. You know, you're giving me engagements. You're giving me outreach, because those buttons, man, it helps. YouTube counts every single engagement. So the people who stand here and I just get one view and a dislike from them on each video, hey man, I appreciate you guys too. It's all good, because you're secretly just fans deep down. If you weren't fans deep down, you wouldn't stick around. But yeah, guys, this has been a long journey. This channel, I think, is coming up on the 5-year mark. The 5-year mark. So in the grand scheme of things, that's not really that big of a growth. You know, 100 grand in 5 years. Because, we see a lot of people who just blow up and they do it in their first year. And you know what? More power to those people. More power to those people. I wasn't able to do that. It's been a slower journey for me. And there's a lot of reasons why. A lot of them are choices I personally made. Some of them are choices other people have made for me, certain blowback. But, ultimately, I'm responsible for that too. I mean, we've got to remember that also. It's that oftentimes when we do things, even if we don't anticipate a certain reaction, if something if that we have done has triggered a reaction, even a totally unexpected reaction, we still carry a big share of the blame at the end of the day. There's a lot of things I've done that a lot of people didn't like. A lot of things I've done a lot of people didn't like. And you know what? I have to accept responsibility for that fact. That certain people didn't like some of my antics. They might not like it when I trolled in certain ways. They might not like certain things I've said about people. Might not like things I've said about myself, about products, about supplements, about the industry. And at a certain point, you have to accept there's going to be blowback for that. It's going to be people who don't like me. There's going to be people who hate me for that. And I accept that. I accept responsibility for that. The fact that there are reactions to things I've said. Now, I oftentimes, and a lot of times, we all agree that things that we do, the reaction we get shouldn't have always been expected, because oftentimes the reactions we get, particularly on the internet, are way more extreme than we could have ever anticipated. But at the end of the day, we put ourselves out there. If you make yourself even remotely polarizing in any way, and polarizing could be as simple as something as you backing something you think is right, but that there are people who feel passionately the other direction, that is being polarizing. Right? That is being polarizing, particularly if there's other people whose personal beliefs are contrary to something you think is good or that you should support, or someone's financial interests oppose it. There's going to be a blowback, and you should always anticipate that. Maybe you tell a joke that goes over the wrong way with the wrong people. Well, you better get ready, because what you think is funny, someone else might find deeply offensive. Someone else might find something you just thought was funny and in good humor. Someone else might find it deeply offensive enough that they might even want to hurt you. The worst case, they might actually really try. You know what, guys? That's the real world we live in. And I accept that. I accept that a lot of things I've done have definitely caused some blowback. Some more so than others. And I accept that there will always be people who will not like me. There'll be people who don't like me just because of my stance on something as simple as supplements. Or because someone who they really look up to and admire or like, I said something bad about them. You know what? Then I'll never win those people over. I'll never win those people over. And we have to accept that. And that's why I have to accept that this channel is slow growth, It's slow outreach. I do a niche. I have, in a way, a niche audience. I really do. And so because of that, what the starting strength guys always say, they're narrowcasting, they're not broadcasting. If I wanted to broadcast, my appeal should have been spending all my time dieting and doing cardio, starving myself, getting lean, and pimping supplements. That should have been my goal if it was to, can I make as much money as possible on YouTube? Can I build the biggest audience possible on YouTube? Should just starve yourself, use a little bit of trend and pimp supplements. That's the key to really making it big on here, baby. But, I took a different route. And I've been myself. And, in some cases, many people might consider my personality to be awkward, to be cringy, everything else. And so, by being myself and doing my thing and just acting the way that I am, I've got to accept that will always have people who are not going to like me. They're not going to like me. And you know what? That's okay, because some of you like me, you're around, you like what I do, you appreciate what I do. You guys help me make a living doing this. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And that doesn't just include the fans. That includes even the people who show up who don't even like me, who just want to hit that dislike button. You know what? At the end of the day, you're still sticking around. Like I said, and if someone does that, then deep down, they're really a fan, whether they can admit it or not. Maybe they hate me because they identify with me in a way that they're uncomfortable with. A lot of that, I think that's what a lot of that is. Ultimately someone says, man, this guy's just kind of cringy. I think he's awkward or whatever. I think he's fat. Well, maybe they're deep down fat. Maybe they're socially awkward. And maybe they just don't like the fact that they see part of themselves in me. And maybe they hate me for that reason alone. It is what it is, guys. But I'm always going to be here doing my thing. Yes, I'm always going to be a little bit nerdy. Yes, I'm always going to be different. I'm doing stuff like hand loading. Been talking about a +5 hat of WeaponSmithing. You know, I'm a nerdy dude. I'm a nerdy dude. And I know that that's awkward to some people, but it is what it is, baby. And we're here. We reached 100,000. Reached 100,000. Let's get to 200,000 next Friday in another 5 years. At the rate I'm going. But it's all good because I'm all along for the ride. Hopefully a lot of you are along with me. And I just wanted to make the announcement now that it's been verified. I got my check mark. Everything's in. Technically that stays there and I still get my award even if all of a sudden 1,000 troll accounts unsubscribe today. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all done. So it's time to make it official. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative and I will talk to you guys next time.